get you. All right. So, hey, man, and then you got the owl. The owl got the proper breakdown of the scriptures, man. Got that oil. All right. Which is the proper breakdown of the scripture. That's why the owl could see through the dark. It's because it got an oil on his eyes. And what is the proper breakdown? What is this word? It's also oil, but it's also wine too, but it's also oil. Pursuing the Matthew 25 and 25. Right? So this word is also oil too. All right? So the owl has a special oil on his eyes to have it see through the dark. The owl was known for what? It's wisdom too. Esau likens himself to owls and dragons. Yeah, that's right. Esau likened himself to owls and dragons. But they use the owl a lot. You even have an owl on the back of your dollar bill. In the corner, the $1 bill. In the right-hand corner, it's a little owl up there. All right? When they go in every July, you got a bunch of Senate, the Senate, and all the people, the upper echelon elites, they go to what's called the Bohemian Grove, and they go there, and it's a big ass owl that they say they do a human sacrifice in front of. Why is that? Hey, because that's the wisdom. They believe they have 360 knowledge too. Because, hey, that's another thing about the owl. The owl can spin his head almost all the way around, so they take that as 360 degrees of knowledge. All right? Can have knowledge about everything. To be on the owl level, you get to see through bullshit too. And that goes with the traits of the dragon too. Hey, look, we can being wise and being able to see through bullshit. On the news, they can say, boom, we need the Crown Royal passports, right? Then they push the Crown Royal passports. Everybody else was blocking all of them, and their crew probably won't get it. And the average people out here, the little bonehead Israelites out here, or like my wife say, the heathen Israelites, they won't get it. You on that owl and that dragon wisdom, you got traits of that. You can look at that and say, that's already coming with a back door to it. Because you can fake a Crown Royal passport. And as a matter of fact, they do some research. It's people already making fake ones or got the hook up to fake ones. So it's like problem, reaction, solution. They put them out there, people faking them, now they say it's a problem. So now they take them away, they watch the people react. Oh, we can't open back up because people faking, They watch the people react and then they give a solution. No more of this, we need to check people. People can't fake a check. That's how an owl and a dragon looking at them. Boom, very quick. All right? You see how far away that is from a parrot and a monkey and a parrot? You see how far away that is in knowledge? See, but most of these groups out here is what? They they monkeys and parrots. That's why the scripture says this. Let me find it real quick. I think it's Proverbs 18. Lucky, I can't find it. I might be around it, just overlooking it. Right. But with all thy getting, get understanding. Hey, because you got a lot of people, they on that owl, I'm at that Shalakia. Oof. They on that monkey and that parrot level. They know that they gotta keep the Sabbath, but don't have no understanding on how to calculate when the real Sabbath drop. All right, you got people in the world. Oh, they tell you, they proud of themselves. I read the Bible 5 times from cover to cover, brother. They probably slick with it too. You say one thing, you say Lazarus and the rich man. They're like, yo, that's right here. Boom, they know exactly where it's at. But you tell them to break it down, they talking about the lake of fire and all that. They have no understanding of what they're reading though. So with all I get you understanding. All right? which we could go back to what? The 5 levels of intelligence, man. You got a lot of congregations out here that's full of monkeys and parrots, and who's leading them? A bunch of toads, hard-head, stiff-necked, puffed up with pride toads, man. Alizé, Passover, him and the deacon, the weakling, he's out there with what? They out there after the Solemn, which is supposed to be a solemn assembly, and on the Sabbath, dancing and gyrating dance-offs, and he walking back, he all the way up here with the mic. Everybody got their best doodads on, got their best garment. One brother, he constantly was popping his shirt. You know, Jake think he flies, so he constantly popping his shirt constantly. You know how Jake do. He like sitting there, man. Listen, man. This we had the Passover, man. Got his drinks. They throwing up signs and shit. Come on, man. And then to top it all off, they invite some heathen Israelites, not just any, what they call bottle girls. Basically a bunch of prostitutes. Now, I'm putting that on them, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, you know? So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Basically a bunch of prostitutes, man, especially when you get down to the root word. A lot of these women as prostitutes with social media and all of that. All right, selling themselves or putting themselves in a position to be seen and to take from a man. All right, and what are they going to take? His resources. They basically selling themselves, man. And they went there to sell themselves. They got paid to go there with their ass out and pop bottle. What the fuck, Ali? What the fuck, weakling, deacon, Hassad, all y'all didn't see no wrong in that. Y'all couldn't pop bottles yourself. Y'all needed some heathen Israelites to come and pop bottles for you. Pour the brothers up. Brothers out there with their lip out. You single? You come on now. You don't see the offness in that? Shit, you got all Israel coming at you. But his puffed up pride-told spirit had him do what? Had him say, nah, I'm not listening to Israel, man. All right, you had them saying what? I'm not listening to Israel, man. You got one, this is Ali talking, you got one camp saying you can do it in the butt. You got another camp saying you can do this. You got another camp saying you can rape people. But y'all worrying about me with some bottle girls. Trying to take the heat off of him. Hey, look, bro, first of all, you off about the rape doctrine. And you do not want to get on that. But your pride ain't gonna allow you to really receive that, because the law got that fat around your ears and put that spirit on you to not really want to listen anyway. And hey man, if I was you, I'd be scared, man. Because an ass whooping is waiting for you because you a false prophet, man. But anyway, taking everything off of him, I try to put it on other people. You even had sisters coming out. Now you know, sisters really ain't supposed to be rebuking no man. But you have sisters that's not fully in the truth yet. But you got people that's not fully in the truth looking at it like, yo, you off. That's wicked. Blah, 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 blah. Getting at them, man. To the point these Negroes turned the camera off. I meant not the camera, the comments off. Now Deacon was getting on somebody, the weakling was getting on somebody already for turning his comments off, and they took the same route. Why? Because you understand that you did something wrong, but your powerful spirit ain't gonna allow you to live it down, man. Trying to justify yourself, man. Brothers ain't telling you it because we want to see you be wrong or something like that. No, we love our brothers, man. We don't hate you, we love you, and we're trying to tell you what's right, man. Now, when we start raising the eyebrow up on you, and now start to say, you know what, that guy off, and I ain't dealing with him, which a lot of people think already, but a lot of congregations start thinking that, is when you don't admit your fault and keep it pushing, man. If you got a problem, bring it to that brother and that brother alone. If that brother won't hear you, grab 2 more people, you bring it to him. He don't hear them 2, bring it to the church. He ain't trying to hit the church. He should be as a heathen and a publican. That's for you, Ali. All right? But right, man. You got false prophets out here, and they'll tell you, ain't no Jacob's trouble. The mark of the beast, is it the microchip? Ain't no Jacob's trouble. Do you not know that they setting up concentration camps, gulags right now? Do you know that they trying to push, they already got them as a matter of fact, and they trying to push them right now in the news? Let's get Revelations 2 and 10. All right? And let's break this down. All right? Let's get Revelations 2 and 10. This is Revelations 2 and 10, and we read, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil," and the devil is the so-called white man. It's not actually spiritual demon Satan. All right? Because look, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. The spiritual demon Satan is not going to come down here and go hunt everybody down and lock them up. Right? That's not what the spiritual demon Satan is going to do. Now, the way he moved through the earth is through his physical armor, or his physical counterpart, which is the so-called white man, who is really the Edomite. All right? So when it talks about the devil right here, it's talking about a people on the face of the earth, which are the Edomites, which is the so-called white man, woman, and children. All right? So fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And they pushing them right now. A re-education camp, when you look it up, what you're going to do, you go down to the bottom and click that thing that dragged down. It's going to tell you that they have re-education camps over there in China, right? Now, over there in China, they have them. And they're going to tell you, in a nutshell, right there, they're going to tell you they're prisons, all right? Which carry out extreme torture and punishments, man. And in a nutshell, murder. All right? They're prisons. So when the scripture says the devil shall cast some of you into prisons, this is, hey man, this is coming here. They're pushing it. They call them re-education camps. A re-education camp, just said, it's a prison where they going to kill you at, torture the hell out of you, and then body you. And you see them pushing it on the news. How they pushing it out? They're saying, they playing Negro, they playing Jake out there. We need to throw these white supremacists, Trump supporters, into re-education camps. Don't you think they need to, this is how they saying, don't you think they need to be deprogrammed, like re-educated? Like you going, like they gonna bring them there and they all gonna sit down at that desk. They're gonna turn the TV on and start teaching them that their ways is wrong and they thinking is wrong. No, that's not gonna happen. This is not what a re-education camp is. But you see it right there on the news, them pushing it, bunch of devils, man. When you see them doing that and you know what a re-education camp is, it just look like, man, hey, you see it, you see, man, it's just like, wow. You almost wanna laugh like, yo, we at the end. We at the end of this thing. But it ain't gonna be no Jacob trouble. That's a part of Jacob's trouble. Because they ain't doing nothing but opening the door for Jacob. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Hey, they open it up with Esau to get people to accept re-education camps, which is a gulag, a labor camp, a detention center, whatever you wanna call them. It's a prison, right? It's a prison where they carry out extreme tortures and murder. And once they get those things pushed off of you, pushed, and you still accept them, and that's when they're gonna get you, Jake, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. They really want to get you. All right? Don't be fooled that Esau right now getting targeted because he got the guns. See, they don't want nobody to fight back. They still want to push their new order agenda, right? But in order to, like, you know, a part of doing that is to bust Esau ass, take his guns, and body him too. Because they plan this to not have the population to exceed 500 million. So right now they focusing on Esau. They're like killing two birds with one stone. They focusing on him, want to take him out and disarm him and body him, and at the same time pushing the re-education kings to really throw Jake in. So you got Esau acting like, oh, now I feel how so-called blacks feel, Hispanics feel, Now I feel how they feel to be targeted. And no, you don't. Don't flatter yourself, man. Nobody worrying about you. You collateral damage. All right? I like to give the analogy, like Esau just in the way, but they target is really us. Imagine a Mack truck or a big ass truck chasing a little car, another car. But this is a big ass truck chasing a car that's significantly smaller than it. Just follow me. That little car that's running from the big one is Jacob, represents Jacob. Just follow me. That car that's in the middle that gets smacked out the way, boom. There's Esau. You just in the way, but you collateral damage to get to Jacob. That's it. Don't flatter yourself because he smacks you. Hey man, nobody worrying about you like that. You know? If y'all could follow me, hey, that might have been whack, but it made sense to me, But yeah, man. But right, you got prophecy jumping off the page right now, man. All right? But you got people out there, ain't no Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is gay. All right, wait till you get it. See, in this time, that's coming up, these people that say that, they're going to want to get this truth again, man. But it's going to be too late. Because guess what? You already know what I'm getting. Excuse me. That famine of the word going to be here. Salakia. All right, right here. That famine of the word going to be here already. Jacob Trouble Gay, these same people that are scoffing at you, not just the people that's going by and taking pictures and laughing and all that other shit, because they're going to be, they're going to feel the pain too. They're going to be coming up and, brother, what I got to do to get right? Dead ass serious. Women, they're going to be coming to you, trying to do anything for you. Just for you to fuck with them. All right? But beyond that, you're going to have what? You're going to have people that's in these other camps too start to seek the real prophets. The prophets that got the oil. Matthew 25 and 25. You got foolish virgins, but then you also got the wise virgin. When this prophecy starts rolling and things start coming to pass, you're going to have the foolish virgins understand that they don't got the proper breakdowns. They didn't take oil in their lamp. They're going to realize they have no oil. Their leaders don't have any answers. They don't have any answers. So what are they going to do? They're going to turn around and ask the real prophets that got the proper doctrine about what? The oil, that real truth. Hey, man, what's this and what's that and what's that? And we're not going to share with them the truth. That famine of the word's coming, man. All right? But you also going to have a lot of regular Jake, too. They're going to be in the same pot as regular Jake. Because regular Jake going to try to seek out the truth, too, and do whatever to get right, man. All right? And then that day, they're going to understand, man. All that mocking and scoffing they did, man, that was nothing but them sealing their own fate. A man shall be more precious than fine gold. And yo, man, it's time. Let's talk about the men of the Lord, man. All right? People, they're going to want regular men, too. They're going to go over there, they're going to get drafted, they're going to get bodied. And they're going to die over here with the famine. They're going to really want a man of the Lord. All right? That's why Isaiah 4 and 1, but I'm going to get into that. They're going to really want the man of the Lord. Hey, yo, Isaiah 4 and 1, they don't care if you a hunchback in Mississippi. If you a man of the Lord, like I said, you can be hunchback and all of that shit. Man, these women that drop down and get the... No, I ain't going to put it like that, but hey, they'll do anything just to be with you. Isaiah 4 and 1, man. As a matter of fact, let's get it. I'm going to hold this and get Isaiah 4 and 1. Isaiah 4 and 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 is a completion, man. Not actually like 7 completion. It could be 1, it could be 2, it can be however many. All right? Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right. So they said they're going to eat their own bread and wear their own apparel. Just let them be called by your name, which means what? Pop them. So they could just be asking you to have sex with them to take away their reproach, because with you, they could get on them chariots. All right? They know they on the proper side. They know the Lord, they making it into the kingdom now. All right? But you got to understand, wrap your mind around this. What's going to happen to take these powerful ass women that low? Hey man, Jacob Trouble gonna be serious, man. These powerful ass women gonna come into a stage where they gonna say fuck their career, bump everything. It's not all about money. Cause right now you got women that basically judge men off of what? Their income. Isaiah 4:1 explains what? They not gonna care about that. They said they gonna eat their own bread and wear their own apparel. All right? Now a man is gonna be judged by what? So in their eyes, they gonna want the high value man, which is truly the man of Yahweh by Simeon Rashad. All right? They just gonna want you to lay down with them. What's gonna happen on earth that's gonna take these high-minded, look down on the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, really, who get looked down at the most amongst Israel? We all get looked down as men, you know, out of the tribes, but the so-called black man gets looked down at as like a stray dog, man. What's gonna have them look at us like we're kings, man? Like they need us. What's gonna happen on the earth? Hey man, it's gonna get real hard out here, man. So for y'all, Jacob's Trouble gay, there's not gonna be one. Okay, wait. There's not gonna be no Jacob's Trouble. Jeremiah 30:7 says it. And that's exactly your congregation is gonna be looking for this word. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, which there is going to be a famine of bread and a thirst for water too. There's going to be two famines. There's going to be a physical famine and a spiritual famine. That physical famine you're going to get caught in if you wasn't spiritually making yourself ready or acceptable in Yahweh Shem Yahushua's eyes. So if you ain't making yourself by studying to show thyself approved, hitting the highways and byways, doing what you had to do to make your calling and election sure, roughly paraphrasing that, hey, you gonna get caught up, man. And anything, he can have you shot to death, whatever, or you can go through all the plagues and that's coming upon America, then get hit by a nuke, which is one of the plagues. But you got two famines is what I was really getting into. One spiritual, one physical. Physical one, actual food and water, and this one is what? Let's bring that back. Thou will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. That's right. That's right. And people are going to seek it. So everybody's going by scoffing right now. You got people scoffing, calling us all type of bums, pedophiles, calling us all type of sexual deviants, all that. These are the same people that's going to come and try to look for us, man. Some people just going to die in their ignorance. You have a lot of Israel that's going to come and try to look for this word, try to seek this word. Let's get it. Okay. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from north, Slakia, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh. They're going to want to seek this truth, man. They're going to travel from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the words of Yahweh, and shall not find it. They not going to find the proper breakdowns of these scriptures, man. They not going to find this truth, man. And if they do bump into you, or your family call you, shit getting bad outside, now they want to know. Now everybody want to do the truth. But if the world know the truth, but if the world was to keep going on, it's still fuck the Lord, basically. It's still spitting in his face, smacking his hand away. You don't want to hear what he got to say. His words is falling on deaf ears, right? But if they do bump into you, family call you, or however that happened, it's Ezekiel. Let's get it. It's Ezekiel, I believe it's 3 and 26. Right, 3 and 26. And I will make thy tongue, let me get that. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So when they come to you, the Lord gonna put the spirit on you not to say nothing. You're not gonna say nothing to them. You're not gonna sit there and tell them, okay, sit down. Now this is the Sabbath, okay? It's calculated. Start breaking it down to them. What's going on right now is this, and this is gonna happen. And this, we still got this to go. You know, this prophecy ain't come by yet, right? Ultimately, thermonuclear, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna be breaking down all that. You gonna basically tell them what? Go to those who's willing to sell and buy from them. That's what you gonna say. Pursuant to Matthew 25 and 25. That's how bad it's gonna get. And let's just say, man, hey, you women too. Y'all gonna be right in that pot. Looking, searching. Brother wife had a dream. He said, hey, the way his wife was describing it, it was a pretty good looking girl. Woman. Begging him to just get with him. Basically Isaiah 4 and 1. Basically Isaiah 4 and 1. All right? And she was crying all on his feet. He said, his wife said that he kicked her off, told her go get judged. So you women, you thinking it's easy? Oh, you got it. You know, you could be a thought. You can make your butt cheeks move. You think you cute. Your Instagram popping, so you gotta make it to heaven, right? You gotta get on a chariot, right? Psych. Hey, man. No, that's false. As a matter of fact, let's get Ezekiel chapter 9. All right, and 4. Is it 9 and 4? Right. And we're going to read a few verses down. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4, and we read. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Right, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right, and set a mark, which is the Wah, exempt from judgment. So these men who's going to get this mark is exempt from judgment. And this is a spiritual mark right here. This is a spiritual mark, not no goddamn the Revelations, charagma is not spiritual mark. That's physical. All right. But set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That's a what? A spiritual mark, exempt from judgment. Why? Let's get it. And to the others, he said, to the other angels, he said, he told the one angel to go out there and put a mark on them. And to the other angels, deaf angels, he said, in mine hearing, go ye after him. So go after that angel through the city and smite, right, and kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids, which is women too, and little children and women. Hey, you women ain't exempt. All right. Yeah, you women ain't exempt. All right. You women ain't exempt. So it don't matter if you can make your butt cheeks move. You think you pretty. You think you popping. You think you got beauty and brains. If you ain't getting down with your hubba shimmy shy, you can count yourself dead meat. You can count yourself nuke food. You can count yourself human food. Shit. When that famine hit, You know? Because it's going to be real gruesome out here. When these Ted Bundys, when 911 get cut off and these Ted Bundys and all these other weirdos and shit come out and start tweaking on you. You gonna really, hey, you gonna really get it, man. Right now, you look down on men. You look down, especially the so-called black man. But you gonna love us in a minute. All right? So he said, what? Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary, right? So when the Lord starts bodying people, he gonna start with Israel, man. And you see that happening right now with the pestilence. They want to get that juice to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans first. Talking about we the most affected. All right? And spiritually, when they first introduced it to New York, they started at a like a home for the old people, and the name of that nursing home was the Hebrew Home. Go figure that. All right, finish this up. Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house. Right, that's camp, that's the lesson. I hope that was edifying. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom and death to America. Shalom.